Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, dear lecturers and viewers. I am Nur'Aina Zahidah Binti Mohd Zairos and a Polytechnic Merlimau student. I currently doing my internship at Kedai Ayam Instrument 2 from the 1st March till 16th July 2021. I am having Madam NUROL ALEYZAN Binti GHAZALI as my supervisor. I am in my 6th semester of my diploma in marketing. Before we start our presentation today, I would like to inform all of you that most of the experience that I gained, I managed to relate it with my study. Either it is towards the business to consumer or business to business. I would like to share a few information about my internship company, Kedai Ayam by TERRA CHICKENZ brand. They started their business in 2019 with mission to bring the Ayam brand to the greater heights and to provide excellent customer services. They also want to establish their presence in Seram Bantu and surrounding area. They aim to pursue profitability and reduce unnecessary costs. It is located at Pusat Dagangan Seram Bantu, which is easy for the customer to reach us. As you can see, this is the organizational charts showing representative of TERRA CHICKENZ Madam Nozihan as the director, Sir Faizal as the manager, along with Sir Faiz as the management trainee, being held by Miss NUROL Zahisma and Sir Kasbul Anwar, the kitchen helper, Nur Rahman Wahyudi and Muhammad Haikal as the general staff. By that being said, these are some of my summary during my industrial training days. In my very first month, I was given the opportunity to learn the product and services that the firms provide. They also introduced me with the system used to run the business. I practically learned what, why, and how things is done. I do experience in receiving stocks and be parts of the promotional days. The next month, I started to learn about the tool used and learn more about the product and services in business to business category. I also get the chance to prepare the reservation and started to promoting new menu release for the Hari Raya feast. I managed to apply first in first out method when it comes to organizing the stocks. I gradually able to help customers in making decision and learn how to use the voucher payment. By the end of the month, I was asked to do some receipt sorting. This will help me to gather the receipt required to key in the petty cash expenses in the Microsoft Excel. As time goes by, I finish recording the petty cash data and learn about the ABSS system, where it is quite similar with what I did last time, but with the ABSS system, it will help to calculate and produce a quality account statement. There is also time when we experience some prank order via Foodpanda and able to bring this issue to the upper level so that some action can be taken. I personally try to create the agency for the customer to call and make a reservation before walking into the store, since some of those days we face a high traffic of customer and if possible we didn't want to take the risk to spread the virus. Somehow we also have to face the complaints by the customer, and it is a brand new knowledge since I got to learn how that the management discussed and action taken to some point a win-win situation. As the latest restriction order by the government, I need to start work from home. While I was off, I took the opportunity to have some discussion with my supervisor and friends. I started to learn and try the reporting format given by the Polytechnic and start writing right away. That is quite an explanation. Let's move to the next section, which I will explain to you about what, why, and how my task is done. So as you all can see, this is 5 steps of service used by TERRA CHICKENZ in order to provide service to their customers. First step is to smile and greet to the customer who walks into the store. This somehow can make the customer comfortable with us. As the new norms required, the customer must scan the Sejahtera and body temperature as they enter the premises. Then only I will take their orders. In this particular step, I need to recognize their needs and wants before I start suggesting them with the products. Customer will able to make their choice with the help of the menu on the counter. As what I learned about the good marketers, they always hunger to know the needs and wants of their customers. This slowly will help to create a solution for the customer. Next is to suggesting promotional or additional item when the customer are about to make the payment. These steps aim to complete the customer meals or side dishes. I was taught to never suggesting more than 2 items. When the customer is ready to proceed with the payment, I will start to key in the purchase into Store Hub system and announce the total amount to the customer. And last but not least, the complimentary closing. Here is when the product is prepared. After return the balance, I will thank the customer and ask them to sit first before the order is ready. I found that this is a proper way to approach the customer and can help in improving communication skill. With the question asked can help to identify what are the customer needs and wants so that a good customer service can be achieved by TERRA Chickens Durian Bahar. So here goes my second task. Promotional tool is one of my favorite subtopic back then in Polytechnic days because I can use my creativity to mix and match those tools to analyze the outcome. Alhamdulillah, now I managed to promote the product, services and other information at Kedai Ayam Mas Remang too. Somehow I found that this will benefit both staff and customers since we can get to know the Ayam Mas or other retailers' product and promotions. This will help staff to suggest the best bargain in order to offer the best price to the customer. So when it comes to providing service, I normally will suggest the customer to use the delivery service provided by our partners like Foodpanda and GrabFood. For our walk-in customer, the after-sales service is very important. We can provide the best customer service by always be ready whenever customer need us. By being able to provide some solution will make a huge impact on them. Same goes to the information. Having some chit-chat with the customer can also provide some useful information. I believe by being nice to customer will end up helps to spread good news which result in good words of mouth. Any Ayam Mas news and advertisement can be delivered to the customer as fast as lightning. So here comes the petty cash system that I mentioned earlier. The petty cash is for emergency funds and normally it is only in small amount of money. Firms use the fund to buy office equipment, some groceries, maintenance and petrols. By preparing the petty cash will help in auditing tasks later. In order to prepare a petty cash expenses record, I need to sort the receipt according to the months and category first before proceeding to the next step. After classify the groups of expenses, I need to recognize whether it is a single purchase or not. This will help sorting the expenses according to its own. Thereafter, I need to key in the data, and the data is consists of item, receipt number, vendor, and the amounts. So now it's time to calculate the amount. By that being said, we can use the auto sum buttons prepared in the Microsoft Excel. Next is save and filing. The only thing that we need to do is to put the receipt inside the proper files or individual bags, so that it can ease your auditing process later. So here comes the finding. I got the chance to apply most of the knowledge gained in Polytechnic. Next is try and adjust the theory learned practically. I also started to use the last method to provide service and I can see my skills being improved. Through the industrial training, I tried to absorb business skills from the management teams. So in this particular section requires me to provide some suggestion for my institution, which is Polytechnic Merlimau Melaka. A few unexpected problems will occur in this pandemic time. Regarding the restriction orders and movement control orders had resulting in frustration for the student. I really appreciate if Polytechnic Merlimau officers can consider coaching the students in order to get the best outcome by update latest news for the student despite of having some irresponsible student. There are some who willing to learn or trying their level best outcomes in studies. By providing more classes or courses before the students undergo any field trips or industrial training to ensure they are all well prepared to face the unexpected problems or issue. I would like to suggest TERRA Chickens to give more opportunity for the students to be training according to the job scope. Coach the student on how to act and react in actual situation whenever a problem occurs, and consider to promote the qualified student to the higher levels. As the conclusion, I strongly agree by sending students to undergo the industrial training will help them to be well prepared before facing the real working environment. The experience can help students to improve the communication and thinking skill and other valuable skills that related to the job, as I believe it always impossible until it is done.